Yo, just a note on being a pickup dude or identifying as a pickup dude versus identifying as a player. Now, this is my 2 cents on the matter. This is just what I've deduced in my own mind. But to me, right, a pickup guy, they'll get the pull, right? They'll do some like objection handling, some like forcefulness, some persistence game, right? And they're edging out closes, right? You know, in situations where if you're kind of a level-headed normal dude or like a normie, like you would take like an initial like, you know, friction as like, she's not that into me, and honestly she probably isn't, you know. But the pickup guy will be able to hang in there and bob and weave and like spike some interest and like, you know, be salesy enough to like get the job done, right? But the girl won't text him back after they lay or whatever. But he still did his job, and that's just part of the game. And honestly, I still did not feel fulfilled being a pickup guy and getting lays that didn't end up sticking or like feel like the girl actually liked me, right? It was just more like I was a good salesperson in that moment, right? And I got the lay, versus a girl that like actually like likes me and wants to stick around and like whatever, right? So I believe a player, on the other hand, is someone who is able to, a player is someone who plays, right, the game, right? And what is the game? The game of love, right? The game of getting girls, right? The player is good at getting girls, and he likes the game so much that he continues to go out and get more girls, right? He might have one girl, but he's more or less getting her for love of the game and going through his freaking process and continuing that with other girls simultaneously. So the girl feels played, right? She feels like, you know, she thought it was special. She thought it was just her, but really the guy is just a player. He just is freaking good at the game. So she's just kind of like, and it kind of sucks to say, but she's kind of like another, you know, another rep of the ball, right? He's kind of just balling out, and he's scoring points, and that's just another point that he scored. So but you know what he had with her, it was probably genuine, right? But that's not to say that he's not scaling, right? He's scaling. So you go to a business, right? You think you're a unique snowflake. They've offered this service to you, and that's just your service to you. No, they're doing this to everybody multiple times a day, right? You're not the only and special snowflake. So that's what I ultimately, guys, I want to identify as more of a player, because I frankly, and not because I think it's cool or something, but like I legitimately don't feel fulfilled if I'm going out and edging out these like, you know, conversions that may or may not like have just felt super like congruent internally, and I didn't feel super, you know, whatever. So I just want girls to, I just want to build good vibes and good connections with girls, and like not kind of get one-nightists, you know. If I get one girl that's like kind of interested in me, like, now what am I gonna like stop going out and like focus on her, and then she leaves because she can sense that, you know, she's my only option? Like, come on, man. Like, you're kind of just hamstringing yourself, and you know, you're playing poor game theory on yourself for like kind of no reason, right? Like, in a lot of ways, a little bit of competition anxiety, a little bit of pre-selection and FOMO and stuff like that can work in your favor. So if you are slightly a player, right, in a tactful way, I mean, it's really only to your benefit, especially from a game theory perspective. Like, you got to kind of like do what's best for you and maintain your own options and your own abundance and your own diversification of your portfolio. So it sucks to say I had to overcome this ethical problem a while back, and I think I'm on that side of it now, unfortunately, guys. So if you're a girl, I really apologize. Feel free to let me know what you think in the comments. It's really no like evilness, it's more of like a disconnection from these emotions of like pity, for example, that do not serve you at all. If you actually take a step back and think about it objectively, it really doesn't serve you to not play a full game theory to style of game in this situation. So ultimately, guys, I do identify as more, or at least want to identify as more of a player than like a pickup guy, because pickup is just the first conversion, right? I'm playing full brand. I'm playing a game of like scaling out full brand loyalty, right? I want customers that are fully brand loyal, and I don't just want one. I want to continue to rinse and repeat this process, because now I'm just a master of the game at that point. I am a good player of the game, okay? So I want to get girls, and I want them to really, and I want to essentially build a freaking soccer team. I want to build a soccer team, right? And you should too.